if there's anything that I want you to take away from this video, it's that you really have to believe the affirmations. And if your dreams are maybe too big for you right now, that's a good thing. But you can change your affirmations to work in your favor until you feel more comfortable with your dreams. Now that we got that first video out the way, I feel like I can actually talk to you guys like my buddies and not some random, I don't know, YouTube stranger. I felt like I was really stiff in my first video, so I want to just try to do a video without a script. Oh my god, my brain. All right, so today is January 1st, which means that it is the first day of 2023. And if you guys saw my last video, I have already planned my entire year. I have bought all the necessary things that I feel will make my life easier in terms of creating content. And so we'll see how it goes, because at this point, I have no excuses. There is no reason why I shouldn't be creating this content, because I do enjoy making this content and having something to show forth in this year. I was gonna say in this next coming year, but guess what? We're already in 2023. So in that video, I did get a comment that said, share your daily affirmations. So there's actually a bunch of affirmations that I find on TikTok, and that's what I use in my daily affirmations. So I've actually written down some of the affirmations that I found on TikTok, but a lot of it too, I just watch the videos over and over again. I am on manifestation TikTok algorithm, so I find that I get a lot of those affirmations and just manifestation content on my TikTok. So every morning I wake up and I meditate in bed. I try to notice my entire body before I even get up. So as I start to realize that I'm waking, I just take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for everything. Thank you, universe, for my body, my mind, my soul, my awareness, my senses, my intuition, my organs, I just go on a rampage, and anything that I could think of to be thankful for, I just say all of those things, and I keep going until I am done with whatever pops up in my head. Like if I can't think of anything else, I'm like, okay, I think I've said everything. I've said thank you. Then I try to set my intention. So once I've said my thank you, because I don't want to ask for something until I've given thanks. So once I've given all my thanks, I try to set an intention. And this is where I ask the universe for help in getting, or I guess in accomplishing the intention that I have for the day, right? So like, for example, today, I really wanted to get this Amazon live stream up and running. And so the first thing that I do in the morning after I say my thank yous is to just basically say, I really want to get this Amazon live up and running. Universe, help me to kind of get that done. And so I do that. And then once I have my intentions set and laid out, then I try to do my mantras. I will admit I don't always remember to do them on a daily, but when I do remember, I have them written out in my journal. So I have them here. And some of the ones that I've written down are, I'm thankful for all the blessings I've received and all the blessings on their way to me right now. My abundance multiplies upon itself daily. I'm grateful right now for this moment of inspiration. This is a sign that my reality is already shifting. Every day I grow more in love, blessings, and peace. I'm a magnet to successful opportunities and loving relationships. Every day I'm feeling more and more like my powerful self. I deserve a greater love than I can ever imagine. I'm only attracting the best. The universe blesses me every single day. I'm growing into my highest self. And how does it get better? So These are all affirmations that I have found through my TikTok algorithm. And that last one, though, how does it get better? That's actually something that I try to say throughout the day. When something good happens, like my mantra is, how does it get better? This is something that you could do right when you wake up, right? Because when you wake up in the morning, that in it of itself is already a blessing. So you can ask the universe, like, ooh, I'm awake, I'm alive, I'm breathing. I actually am just getting over a sickness. And so for me to not have a sore throat and feel like I'm swallowing ninja stars, because I swear to you, for 2 weeks, it felt like I was just swallowing shards. And the minute that I didn't feel that anymore, I'm just like, thank you so much, universe. Right in that moment, I try to remember to ask, like, how does it get better? How else is it going to get better? And the universe will deliver. I don't always remember to say those words, but when I do realize that, like, it just keeps getting better. So yesterday, I actually got my tattoo here that you could see. It's bloody. I actually have to rebandage it, but everything just felt like it was going right. I didn't really know what to expect, but on my way to the tattoo shop, I actually listened to a podcast by Jayne. Highly recommend if you guys are on this self-respect, self-love, self-improvement journey. That is a great place to start. Sorry, my shirt's falling. Jayne was interviewing Humble the Poet about how to get out of your own way. And it's so good. I'll link it down in the description box. But basically, I was just feeling so good about the new year coming. I just felt this newfound hope, I guess, because 2022 was a rough one. And as I was listening to the podcast, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Like, it's going to be a good day. I can feel it. How good is it going to get? Like, what else, universe? Like, what else do you have for me? Because first, it's this podcast. Second, it's getting this tattoo. Like, what else? And as the day progressed, it just kept getting better. Like, my tattoo artist, I didn't realize had the whole shop to herself. So I kind of thought of this tattoo on a whim before the end of 2022, because I was like, how do I want to end 2022? I feel like we got to end it with a tattoo. 2022 tattoo, that rhymes. It just makes sense. It was the year of the tiger, and I was born on the year of the tiger. You can do the math. I kind of just, put that idea out into the universe, and I had reached out to so many different artists, and no one really got back to me except for Kara, who was guest spotting at Pristine Ink, which is where I got my tattoo done. And she was so sweet. And again, like, we had the whole place to ourselves. I did not expect that. So I was able to film and just be completely present in that moment with her as she did this very, very cute tattoo. And as we were talking, there were just so many synchronicities. Like, she was wearing a tattoo shirt, didn't even realize it. A lot of the stories that she was telling me, I just resonated with. Like, we just clicked on so many different levels, and it was so awesome to have that. And everything just worked out. We did end up a little bit late, but the apprentice that was there was kind enough to offer to buy me lunch. Not buy me lunch, but she offered to pick up lunch for me. So she had recommended this place that I had never heard of, I had never been to. And it was so good. Like, one of the best lunches I've had in a while. And again, everything just kept getting better. And funny enough, this tattoo, as she was doing it, I loved it as, the lines that she had. And I almost didn't want to color it in, but she just kept telling me, like, no, we're going to color it in. It's going to look cool. And it just kept getting better and better. So I'll talk about my tattoo more in depth in another video, but I just wanted to kind of illustrate how using that mantra really does help if you can remember to use it. I used to think that mantras were kind of corny. Mantras, affirmations, all of that. Like, it's hard to use mantras and affirmations if you don't believe in the affirmations that you have. And so taking the affirmations that I've gotten from TikTok helps, because when I hear it and it resonates with me, that's what I'll write down. There's a ton of affirmations on TikTok and YouTube, but I try to only take what resonates with me. So sometimes I even have to reword some of the affirmations that I hear to make it make sense to me. Because if it doesn't make sense to me, or if it's something that I don't necessarily believe in that moment, I just kind of have to rework it a little bit until it does make sense for me. So like, for example, but like, it doesn't quite yet resonate to me to say I'm going to be a billionaire, right? That's too far-fetched. I can't get from here to there right away. Like, it just, I do believe that it's possible, but like, when it comes down to it, in order for these affirmations to work, you have to really focus more so on the feeling. And I talk about this again in my last video, but the affirmations, you have to feel it in your body. You have to believe it. And so I'm not really big on numbers per se. I'd rather say like, I am safe. I am taken care of. Everything is working out in my favor. Because in that sense, like, it doesn't matter the dollar amount. What matters is that I know that I can have and do anything that I want. It really just comes down to having the energy to do those things. Does that make sense? So like, instead of focusing on that number, I want to have the energy to be able to do the things that will get me to $1 million. So I start with that first. Then once I have the momentum of doing those things, then we can kind of change it a little bit to be more specific if I want to. Those are kind of my daily affirmations. I hope that you could use these in your everyday life as well, or at least I hope that that helps you kind of figure out how to create your own affirmations. Because again, I can tell you all the affirmations that I use, but if they don't resonate with you, they're not going to work. So if there's anything that I want you to take away from this video, it's that you really have to believe the affirmations. And if your dreams are maybe too big for you right now, that's a good thing. But you can change your affirmations to work in your favor until you feel more comfortable with your dreams. And that's it, y'all. If you guys are new to this channel, thank you so much for sticking all the way to the end. My name is Jayne Rio. I actually stream on Twitch. I'm posting more on YouTube and also on TikTok and Amazon Live. So really putting myself out there this year for 2023. And I hope to see you in one of the many avenues I am planning on putting myself in. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.